Hello, my dear friends. Welcome you all to the Hearts University official YouTube channel. I will give you the knowledge about project management in detail throughout this video series. And most importantly, all these videos are linked with each other. So if you haven't go through the previous videos, go through them and come back to this video since it would be much more easier for you to understand these upcoming videos well. So without any delay, let's move to the video.
Right. Uh, in previous slide, the last slide, we talk about the triple constraint of project management. Scope, time, and cost. And here we have come to the main characteristics that can be seen within project. Right. Let's go through each and every characteristic one by one. Then you can have kind of a very good idea behind all these characteristics. Right. Uh, First one is project has an established objective. In other words, we can say a goal. When I was explaining what is meant by a project, there I highlighted uh, the word goal. Right? If you don't remember the definition of a project, you can go and check it. There was like few wordings in red, specific of product, service, or result, right? These three words were highlighted in red, right? These three words mean the objective, final output of a project, right? As it says, a project is having a, a final, a project is having a goal, right? We call an objective as well. So it is one of the characteristics of project. Then let's move to the second one. Has a defined lifespan with a beginning and an end. Right. I told you that a project is having a starting date as well as an end date. Right. We call the duration, project duration. But if you consider the day-to-day operations of a company like finance division, IT division, they don't have a specific end start date or end date, right? They are just, it is like a uh, routine, right? That's kind of a day-to-day routine. But for a project, there's a specific starting date as well as an end date. It was uh, highlighted to the words temporary initiative in that definition. Right. Hope you all remember. If you don't remember, you can just go there and check it. Right. Then you, as well as you can listen to the recording, then you can grab the idea quite easily. Then third one is typically involve various departments in reaching the output, right? Uh, this is like a kind of a subsidiary characteristic, but let's say it depends, right? The type of the department that involved, type of the expertise should be used, depend on the project. It is kind of a unique feature of a project. Let's say if you are if your final output, if your goal is to invent a car, super luxury car, then the departments who are involving in that type of invention is differ to an invention like a five-star hotel. For construction project of five-star hotel, there you can find quantity surveyors, engineers, site engineers, project managers, and then supervisors and so on. But in inventing a car, there you can find mechatronics engineers, technologists, and so on. Lot more people, right? Therefore, the departments that uh, look into, the departments that join to the projects are differ with each other, right? Then our fourth point is involves doing something never been done before, right? This was also explained by me previously. Hope you might remember that there in the definition I had highlighted the word called unique, right? There I told you that the scope should be unique uh, in order to become a project, right? For instance, if I recalling it again, a scope means the goal, I mean final output plus the working procedure. Therefore, this whatever this scope should be unique in order to become project. There, for instance, let's say if you consider two machines to be constructed, same type of machines, and the working procedure even using to achieve these two machines are same, let's say, then the first machine would be a project since it has not been done before. But if there is a copy of the second, then the second one is not a project anymore since its scope is not unique, right? I explained this part in more detail previously. If you want, you can go there and just listen to the recording and come back to here, right? Then our next point is has specific cost and performance requirement. Right. Cost in the sense I told you that lots of resources are used in order to achieve the final output of a project. Therefore, a kind of a cost is there. Then as well as in order to achieve the final output, a performance kind of performance from the laborers might be, engineers might be, all the professionals and whatever people, from the people a kind of a performance to be achieved in order to reach the final goal. It has been highlighted here, specific cost and performance requirements, right? As the final one, resources are used. Resources in the sense financial resources might be, organizational resources, and so on, right? uh, these are the main obvious characteristics of projects, and after going through this you can have kind of an idea about how project behaves. And here from up to this moment we talk about what is meant by a project, then triple constraint of project management, the triangle, then here we move to the characteristics of a project, right? And after finishing this from here we move to uh, one of our new subsidiary topics. I mean it is none other than why do companies execute projects. Hope you all understood all the things up to now. Let's move to next one.